Levi Day's coach from last Silverstone vlog. And yourself?
It's Brad.
Brad. I was behind Brad last time at Silverstone when I had a huge crash. Nothing to do with Brad, all my fault. But hey, it is what it is. Welcome everyone to Chasing Tents. My name is Abby. Thank you so much for joining me again. Guys, I'm back at Silverstone and this time at the International Wing. Now I am right in front of the iconic International Wing at Silverstone, and now you must be thinking, what new would he tell us in a month? Because he was at Silverstone last month and now he's back at Silverstone. What would have changed? You know what changes? Weather. In the UK, the weather is crazy. It was torrential rain, absolute crazy rain this morning on the way to Silverstone, and my mood was really down. But you know what? Weather's improved slightly. Only had one meaningful session because of rain and red flags, massive red flags. Like there were about 5 people in the gravel. In terms of performance, it's been good. Only had one proper meaningful session. Had a really good ding dong with a Ducati V4 and a Ducati V2. And you know what? There's no better feeling as an Aprilia V4 rider overtaking a Ducati V4 1100 compared to 1000 anyways, but it's just a brilliant feeling. Welcome back to a very quiet Silverstone pit lane. I don't know what's happened in the intersession, but it is been red flagged. So it's a perfect time to make a short vlog, and I'm going to show you some real quirky stuff. So please stay with me here. Now, what I've got here is our 2 lovely helmets, AGV Pista, GPR and LS2, which my mate Gogo Gomez rates highly, but it's not about the helmets, it's what's underneath the helmet. So underneath the helmets is homemade. Now this is British ingenuity at its best. Normal picnic table, and underneath 2 very powerful fans. Now sometimes you just got to come up with solutions to cool your bits, dry your bits, and on a hot day like this, on a hot humid day like this, you know, powerful fans cooling the helmets work a treat. I've actually tried laptop / Xbox / PlayStation coolers to cool the helmets or dry the helmets. They don't work, but that works big time. There are 1 or 2 companies I think selling helmet dryers, so I've never bought one, but be sure to check them out. But that homemade solution is absolutely a treat. Anyways, let's move on to the second part of this quick video. Pressure gauges. Now, even before I tell you about the pressure gauges, Mr. Kipling's, I've only had one, okay? And I do believe in healthy breakfast bars, okay? Healthy, 100% natural, vegan and all that. I'm not vegan, by the way, but 100% natural stuff. And top tip here, actually, spontaneous top tip. Do not ever have any sort of energy drink at the racetrack, because you're going to struggle. I've never had energy drinks at the racetrack. I normally have Powerade, which are the electrolytes and stuff like that. I don't want to go into the science, but just stick to water. You know, that energy drink made me more dehydrated than ever. Anyways, now what I really wanted to show you are some chat about brakes and pressure gauges. I'll do pressure gauges first, then we'll move on to brakes in the next clip. Now there are 3 pressure gauges here. Draper manual one hose, and this is an RAC one. Now why am I showing you pressure gauges? Something very basic. I see a lot of people in the pit lane borrowing pressure gauges. No problem, people always help out. What you've got to realize is you've only got to use 1 pressure gauge. You're coming in, going out of the pit lane, but don't use too many, otherwise you're going to get inconsistent pressure. Something very basic, but something useful. Always use one gauge. If it's manual, it's manual. If it's electric, it's electric. So in the next clip, I'm going to show you something very important about brakes, and I'm going to test something, so please stay with me. That's the SIBO. This was a gentleman. I was at the track, super smooth, with his lovely Panigale V4. Is it R?
R.
R! V4R! And I finally, after 4 laps, managed to overtake this chap. Super smooth, super fast. So I'm going to show you the laps in a minute, and that's the chap who was in the V4R. Absolutely sublime. welcome to another pit lane report from Chasing Tens. Guys, welcome back. Another very quiet pit lane at Silverstone. Another crash, unfortunately. There's been a few red flags. I don't know why. It's been dry this afternoon and a few people are crashing, but like I said before, it is the name of the game. I thought I'll show you my bike and mainly the dash side and the handlebars and stuff like that, because I never kind of show my bike in detail. I will do a proper bike video later on, but I thought I'll just give you a glimpse of what keeps me busy. So what I've got here, a lot of people ask me, how do you mount your camera? Because I get a really good footage. So I keep it a little bit high so it doesn't bother me when I'm tucked down on kind of full kind of, I'll say fish mode when you're going through the straight. Normal GoPro mount, which you, GoPro kind of case, which you get from GoPro. A ram ball there with a GoPro mount, so that goes in there. And then there's a GoPro stem attachment, which accepts a GoPro round ball from both sides, and then there's another round ball stem mount here. So ram mount, stem ball, ram mount attachment, ram mount another ball with a GoPro attachment there which comes with it. Now, top tip, very serious top tip, always buy original ram mounts. They're good quality, less juddering, they are absolutely brilliant. I once bought a ram mount copy once and I regretted it because the ball becomes oval and just the camera becomes loose. Anyway, let's move on to further things. So this is the I2M dash. So let's start from here. So I've got this very beautiful lever guard, Brembo RCS, Jet Prime. That's the Jet Prime switches here. Quick action throttle with the white cam. This is the I2M control. I can control my I2M through these switches. Bike is limited edition, 180 out of 500. Brake adjuster, power commander switch. If I switch it off, that's baffle on mode. That is baffle off mode. So today I've got a baffle in because it's 102 decibels. Jet Prime again, obviously domino grips this side, and another lever guard because it protects you against crashes. And then I've got Brembo clutch perch. I will do a detailed video later on about all the upgrades. This is a dual Sky Pro GPS, a secondary GPS I use with the Trackday Genius app, as you saw in my other videos. Now this is the dash I use, and I need some fuel, I know. And these are my temperatures. So front temperature at the moment is 52 degrees. Rear one, it hasn't read for some reason. I don't know why. I'll have to switch it off and on again. It'll probably do it. Anyways, let's move to what's been happening since morning. So if I go here, so chronometer, view lap times. Oh, don't want to delete any lap times. So yeah, 2 minute 31.2 is the best, and yeah, consistently at 2 minute 33, 35, and obviously in the morning it was a bit of a mess because it was damp, and red flag. And then finally I got a decent, and then this was red flagged as well. So only kind of 1.5 meaningful session, and in that 1.5 meaningful session I did 2 minute 31. So I'm still 1.3 seconds slower than my best, which was in 2018, and then next session I crashed. Then 2019 I crashed in the second session as well. So yeah, haven't really had much running time haven't really had much running time at Silverstone, but I'm quite happy with that, and I just hope it doesn't rain. Is it raining? I think it's raining. For flipping heck, I think it's raining a little bit. So yeah, let's continue the track day. Hope it doesn't rain too much. Okay guys, catch you later. Welcome back again to a very quiet Silverstone pit lane again. Not quiet because of the weather, but quiet because another crash has happened and it's been red flagged. So I thought I'll make a quick video. This time we're going to talk about brake pads. Now, why do I want to talk about brake pads? It's something basic. Everyone really knows about it. However, I want to test something different. I've got a bit of an issue today, as usual. I always get issues at the racetrack. I've got Brembo ORO discs with Brembo calipers. These are the road calipers which you get with the RSV4 RF M4/M50, but I use Z04 pads. Now, the Brembo ORO discs are a little bit thicker than the and a bit heavier as well, as if you saw my last video, which was about weighing everything and anything on the bike. So I weighed Brembo discs compared to the Aprilia standard discs, and they were more than half a kilo heavier. Unbelievable. Anyways, so I do think the heat which is going through the system is really causing a lot of problems with the calipers. Now, I did buy the carbon wheels of a chap who was using carbon pads, so I think a bit of carbon residue could be circulating around the brake caliper. So we've cleaned them thoroughly before the track day and even on the track day with the brake cleaner, but still it hasn't helped. So there is some fundamental issue there which I need to manage. Maybe it's heat, maybe I need to upgrade my calipers because I'm a big time hard braker. Maybe I need to upgrade some pistons. There are some titanium pistons out there. I think Bike HPS do them, and I quite like the idea, and I might just upgrade the pistons and take it from there. Talking about Bike HPS, I was speaking to them not too long ago, and they were telling me about EBC brake pads, EBC GP4 FAX. So what I've decided to do spontaneously, I carry an extra set of brake pads most of the times, except for the last Silverstone, if you saw the vlog. So I've got some EBC GP4 FAX pads. Now I'm going to try changing my Z04 pads to these EBC GP4 FAX pads. Now I've been speaking to a few BSB boys who are here. It's unbelievable. The amount of BSB boys here today is unreal. And also loads of instructors who have raced in No Limits and is Beamsy and stuff. And they rate the EBC pads, especially these GP4 FAX big time. So I really want to do a kind of a comparison vlog in this Silverstone vlog, which will be quite interesting. So I'm going to change the Z04 pads now, which I really love. I absolutely adore Brembo Z04 pads. They are a little bit pricey, but they are absolutely stunning. And I'm a big time hard breaker. But I think at the moment it's causing me a lot of heat issues. I don't think it's the fault of anything. I just think the road calipers are probably have had it now in terms of what I'm trying to do at the track. You know, I've got some decent lap times today, and I think the road calipers really need upgrading to something else, or maybe the pistons like I mentioned before. So time to change. Let's change the Z04 Brembo pads to the GP4 FAX and see what happens. I'm so bad at sorting anything out on the bike. I've got one of my neighbors sorting it out and my good mate Gogo.
Much better. Alright, get out there.
Welcome back to a slightly noisy pit lane at Silverstone International Wing. Unfortunately, it's sunny and raining at the same time. So a few novice people with naked bikes have gone out with road tires. However, I really wanted to show you something quite different. Something which people ask me a lot about is how I jack up my bike. So what I've got here is a constant. So I don't really use normal paddock stands because frankly, I'm absolutely crap at lifting the bike up myself using my own paddock stand. So I thought, ingenious idea, have a constant. Not only it helps me at the racetrack with the tire warmers and I can just do it myself. Also in the winter time, I just jack the bike up all throughout the winter so I don't get any flat spots on my tires. I don't get sponsored by them in any way or form. I just thought I'll answer a lot of questions with this clip because I do get a lot of questions is what is that contraption? That is constant. It's made in Germany. I think there's a British company called Warrior. They do that as well. But I don't know much about them. I know about constant and they work really, really well. I've never had a problem with them. I do rate Harris stuff, and Harris stuff is absolutely brilliant. So lightweight, and people who use Harris find them so nice and kind of so easy to use. But I just use constant. It's just one motion and the whole bike lifts, and I can move the bike around wherever I want in my garage or here. I just come back from a heat or something, and then put the bike on the constant and just move the bike wherever I want to move. So I don't have to do too many 3-point turns inside the garage. One thing I really wanted to show you is look at this old contraption. Now this is a nearly new R1M, and this gentleman is doing a 2:23 here after 12 years of being off racetrack. So straight away he's very quick. Standard bike, standard pads, standard everything. 2:23 on this R1M. But I really wanted to show you this contraption. This is a very old school kind of paddock stand from his racing days. He's just had a long chat with me, and it goes all the way there, and you can actually use that as like a rear one and a front one. I've never seen anything like that, so I thought I'll show you something intriguing. But yeah, most of the people use kind of paddock stands, normal paddock stands, Harris or whatever company. But yeah, I use constant, and I've just showed you that, so I hope I answered a lot of questions. Another quiet Silverstone pit lane. Can you believe this? It's sunny, but it's raining at the same time, so rainbow is going to come out anytime. I'm here with Dave, all the way from Scotland, Edinburgh. He's doing a 2-day event here at Silverstone. Now, he showed me something quite intriguing. Now, he's been speaking to a few BSB boys here, and they've got an app called Rain Today.
That's it.
And you know what? It's a free app.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and you can download that, and it gives you kind of half-hourly, 15 minutes kind of intervals of what's happening with the clouds around. So whatever Dave told me earlier, exactly what's happened now in terms of weather. So that app really works. So top tip, Rain Today. I don't get sponsored by them. Dave just came.
No, do I?
Yeah, exactly. Dave just came to me, and I thought I'll share that with you guys. Catch you later. Silverstone has come to an end. It's dead. Pit lane is dead. Pits are dead. Mine is the only bike here. Everyone has gone home. I stayed behind, packed everything, and I thought I'll do this video when everyone's gone. It's very quiet, and I'll tell you what happened in the day. For my last session, I changed from a Brembo 04 pad to the EBC GP4 FAX pad. Now, a lot of people were saying great things in this paddock, BSB races, about those pads, and I thought, you know what, I'm not sure. Let's see. I put them on. Absolutely instant bite, instant go. It was absolutely brilliant. And the most important thing is, if you see the lap times, what do you see? Let me see if you can see this. You see a 2 minute 31, a 2 minute 28, 2 minute 28, 2 minute 27.6. Now that is 3 seconds faster than my previous fastest time before I crashed. That is epic. You know, on a pad I've never used. And I must say a big thank you to a chap called Drew, who was on an R1M completely standard racer back in the day, and he was doing 2 minute 23s, which is 7 seconds faster than my original time, now only 4 seconds faster. Drew, I got you there. Anyways, Drew came out and he just tapped on his back, and he's not an instructor, but he's an experienced rider, and I just followed him for 2, 3, 4 corners, and I'll show you in that clip. And I learned so much from those 2, 3 corners, because I think it was the end of the day, and I thought, I'm going to absorb information. I'm really going to give it everything I've got, and I'm really going to not forget some basic stuff. I've never seen Silverstone in this avatar. I am the only one left, and I just wanted to show you this international wing. It's only me left here. It just feels surreal. It feels absolutely brilliant. I'm just over the moon by everything. So I just wanted to add this clip in the video. Hope you liked the video today, guys. Take care, God bless, stay safe, and please do subscribe if you like my work. Thank you. Bye bye.